Hi, what's up guys? So today I'm gonna be showing you guys something new. The LEGO Ninjago Hands of Time episode 66 images are revealed. I have them saved in my iPad so I can show you. Now, there also are episode 65 images. Now, not just the images are revealed, but also the episodes are. Now they are in a different language, like that I don't understand. But I did watch some of the translated ones that have like subtitles, just to figure out what they're trying to say. But it still doesn't help that much. But maybe these images are pretty good. Now, the first we have the intro. We start with, and it shows Kai and Nia in the front. Next, we have when we're actually to the actual episode, we see the Temple of Air Jitsu. It's floating in the air as usual. It's not haunted anymore. Next, we have Wu. He's kind of depressed, and there we see an air balloon in the air. I don't know. Maybe they're keeping watch of the temple. Then we have Sensei Wu. He's kind of depressed about something. Not sure what it is. Next, we have Misako serving him tea, like, just have some tea. And then the ninjas are starting to wonder, like, who was that guy in the monastery? Now, it was a Chronix a time too, and it wasn't Crocs Dr. Saunders. It was a Chronix. Now, I'm going to be showing you, this is Nia and Kai, kind of worried, and the ninjas are wondering, like, who was that guy in the monastery? And then Sensei Wu, he was, like, about to tell them. Then Cole, here we have human Cole with the scar. Nice to see him in this form instead of the ghost form. Then we have Lloyd. Now Sensei Wu begins to now start to tell them on the time twins and how they betrayed them. So here you start to see a dissolve, like going back in time. And this is Wu. Now this is where we see young Wu. And next I'm going to show you something new. This is another picture of young Wu. Next we have this is where we actually get to see Garmadon in the season. Now Garmadon does play some role in Hands of Time. Now Tommy Anderson, the co-creator of Ninjago, said that Ninjago the Hands of Time will include young Garmadon and young Wu. So here they are, young Garmadon and young Wu. So they're kind of happy that we defeated the Anacondrae and now we're living in peace. And now here we get to see some of the Elemental Masters. Now, there are a few Elemental Masters revealed. On this one, we have the Master of Earth with the helmet. The Master of Earth. How do I know he's the Master of Earth? We saw him in Tournament of Elements using the power of Earth. Now, this one, something new was revealed. Now, I did watch some of the translated ones, and Wu said some of the Elemental Masters' name. Metal, Smoke, Earth, Lightning, Shadow, Fire, Water, and Time. Now, this is the Master of Lightning. Now, this is Jay's birth mother. It's revealed. Yeah. Next, we have the Master of Shadow. How do I know this is the Master of Shadow? We saw her in Tournament of Elements using her power of Shadow. Next, we have Ray and Maya, the Master of Fire and the Master of Water. Then finally, we have the Time Twins. Now, this is before they went crazy and betrayed them. Then, it shows that Ray and Maya are fighting off the Time Twins when they betrayed them. Now this is, they're fighting a Chronix. Now this is a Chronix when he was young. Then they have both of the Time Twins, Crocs and a Chronix. This one's a Chronix, this one's Crocs. Now this is Crocs fighting the Master of Smoke. Now, how do I know this is the Master of Smoke? Let me just show his face. This is the Master of Smoke. How do I know that? When I watched some of the translated ones, Wu said that he was the Master of Smoke. Now, this is the Master of Smoke. Pretty cool. Next, we have Crocs, Dr. Saunders. This is him when he was young. Now, Dr. Saunders was just his secret identity, but he's actually Crocs, the Time Twin. He's fighting them, and this guy, we saw him many times in Ninjago back in the Serpentine Wars or any other flashbacks, but we never figured out that much about him. But we figured out what element he is. He is the past element, like the Master of Ice, the first and only Master of Ice. How? This just leads us to like a very big theory, like how did Zane get his ice powers? Like, This is such a big theory now. Like, he wasn't robot or titanium or anything like a robot, an android or anything like that. He was just a regular human. But I do have a little theory on how Zane got his ice powers. You know the DNA hardcore in his heart that powers him, his power source? I think that's the main key. How? I do have some proof on that. Back in Rebooted, when Pixel, they took out half of Zane's power source and put it into Pixel. Zane needed Pixel to do Spinjitzu, and with that, because of dividing his heart, he couldn't do Spinjitzu, and it took away most of his fighting ability. Then there's another image of him, the Master of Ice. Now, I kind of think that he's somehow Zane's grandfather, like Dr. Julian's father, Zane's creator. Next, they show him using his powers. Next, they show him that he's frozen, like using the power. Then, they show that when he's unfrozen, and they show that he's not feeling well, and all the elemental masters are gathered up. Water, fire, lightning, smoke, shadow. Then this is Wu, then this is Garmadon, again. Then these are the Time Twins. Now this is when they move back to the present, when Wu just told half the story. Now this is Achronix. This is Achronix, and this is Crocs, Dr. Saunders. Now this is him not in Dr. Saunders form, this is him just like regular way, the Time Twin way. Then we have Achronix over here. They're working on something, like Crocs is also doing something. Next they move back to Temple of Virgitsu. Wu still kind of looks depressed, don't know why. Then we have the ninja. And this is him, he starts to tell again, and he's running up to his monastery with a bag full of something, and he'll soon find out what's that. He opens the bag. Now Garmadon asks him that, are they here? I kind of watched some of the translated ones, that's why, but I don't really understand what the story is. And in the bag, and he was like, look, now then we have the Master of Ice, and on the other side we have the Master of Earth. Next we have, they have the Time Blades when they're unpossessed. Next, they have the Time Twins getting ready to fight them. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll find out the picture, yeah. So they're ready to fight them. Then they have Wu and Garmadon also ready. They're fighting them. Wu's fighting Achronix. Garmadon's fighting Crocs. Then they have them going in air. Then this is Garmadon fighting Crocs. Both of them fighting each other. I mean, both of the both Wu and Garmadon fighting the Time Twins, both of them. Then we have Wu with the Time Blades. Then we have Garmadon, like he's ready. Then we have another version of Garmadon. Then we have Wu, and this is showing that they're almost ready. And this is them using all of their power combined over here. And they possessed the Time Blades, and now, when the Time Blades are fully possessed, they're human. They're regular human now. That the Time Blades are possessed, and that they're like normal men, and they have no powers, and they can easily be cast. They use the Time Blades to open up the Time Vortex to send the Time Blades through over there, and then they're also banished. Then we have moved back to the present, and he's done telling the story on how they defeated the Time Twins. Then we have Chronix, Dareth, as usual, also supposed to have comedy scenes. Then this is we get to see Cyrus Borg again. He got after so long we got to see Cyrus Borg. Then we have the Time Twins with their hoods on, and the Vermilion have risen. Yeah. Then there we have Cole. And that's the last picture, until we move on to my video that I just recently uploaded on YouTube. Well, anyways, guys, that's all it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.